Welcome back to Heaven's Vault. I'm Didani, and shall we continue unearthing the mystery of our ancients? Now, last time, we'll have the story so far anyway. Looking for Renba, Professor Mayari, Fall of Iox, Ancient Memories, something. We went to a pre-Empire site. Basically, we went to a pre-Empire site and we found a buried god in a mine, I guess. And we were talking to them, despite the air being poisonous, and then we tried to climb out the ladder again, but Aliya was too weak. She couldn't do it because she'd been breathing in the toxic fumes for so long, and then somehow we got ported back to Elbereth, I believe. That's what it looks like where we are, just like in front of the main gate for some reason, and we have no idea. I don't think Six is here, but the Nightingale's not here, so came back to Elbereth just now. That's where we left off. I mean, do we approach the gate? Is there anyone here we can actually talk to? There's nothing really for us to do up there. But I guess we can go say hi to our friends again. Maybe we should switch a brooch with sell the brooch to the market person to find out about the workers in Elbereth that Renba was talking to, because I don't see much else we can do with it. And we're kind of stuck here until Six can bring the Nightingale over here and figure out where we are. What? Huh? Six is here? Mistress, there you are. My ethical core has been most concerned, mistress. Did the god tell you where it sent me? God, mistress? I have not been in touch with any gods. I was informed of your location by the Elbereth Gate, mistress. However you did it, I'm glad you're back. Not perhaps as glad as I am that you are alive. I was not looking forward to explaining the loss to Professor Mayari. Should we leave now, mistress? While we're here, we might as well see if we can talk to the market lady again. So the gate told you where to find me? Indeed, mistress. Its court observed your arrival, of course. It recognized you and wished to return you to, well, the gate believes that you belong to me, mistress. It was informing me that my property had been located. But how did it tell you? Lady, you just walked straight through me here. I received a communication, mistress. It called me. Huh. That's certainly interesting. I didn't know gates could communicate like that. Hello, mysterious person standing in doorway. You're telling me the gate can think? It has a core, mistress, as do you and I. I have not dissuaded the gate from its hypothesis, mistress. It seems a useful state of affairs. A happy misunderstanding. Fade out. Fade in. Say hello to Oroi while we're here. A remark. I lost a robot here once. Which one? 3. That was its name. 1 minute it was with me, the next. So that's why she's named it 6. I will be vigilant, mistress. 3 wasn't the sharpest of tools. I'm surprised I got as much for it as I did. Mistress is teasing me. Hello, Rory. Wait, is your name in Rory? Or Rory's someone else? Aliya, come in. You're Tappy, that's it. Whoops. My bad, Tappy. Listen, Tappy. I want to show you an artifact. Oh, yes. The sextant made on an ancient site. It's a silver sextant embossed with a spider motif dating from ancient times. I know you like devices. Very nice. I have something of a similar period, I think. Here we are. Wait, I can't remember what voice he was. A lightweight silver sextant, literally the same thing. It's incredible and ancient. Looks like there's an etched raised on the casing. Oh, it's been a while. This is the end of a long line of text. Can I remember how to translate things? When? Into. Move. I can add my translation for when to my dictionary now. So now it's confirmed the circle is a time-based article. When something move into... When something move into line? When stars move into line? When winds? This is probably wind, not stars, right? But we think this is entrance. Why is this related to holy? I don't know. Watch. Why is this watch? May sky god watch you. We think this is vault, so this could probably be guard. If this is vault, this should be guard, right? So if that's guard, what's this? When... I don't understand the difference between this and that. Those radicals. You can see my mouse, right? You can see my mouse. It's probably not 2. It's not eternity because it's not time related, so it's either wind or stars. And I think this radical is much more wind related than stars are. So when winds move into... It's definitely not winds. We think this is sun? Why do we think this is sun? One day sun will return and illuminate us all. What does this circle mean? Why is this sun? This isn't often used for sun, right? This should but it's not empire. I think we've already translated empire at one point. Oh god, this is hard. What could this be? It's got to be related to light. It's not winds. It's definitely not line. When winds move into... But it doesn't make sense. When winds move into harvest? It is a sextant, so it should be star related though, because sextants are, isn't it like measuring angles or things in space or something like that? I can't quite remember. But this doesn't look like it's anything to do with stars. I remember this word, I mean. But line is the only thing which makes sense, like grammatically here. When winds move into friendship? I don't know. When winds move into line. A device for watching the winds and flows of the rivers. Oh, that makes sense. That does make sense. Seeing as sextants look into the sky. Invaluable, especially if you didn't have a robot. I think this comes from the same source as the sextant and the Chronicles of Mazwai that I discovered at the Withering Palace. Presumably people often visited both places. So, you've seen it? A sextant for your silver sextant. Sure, let's trade this one. You have a deal. This one looks good. A sextant for a sextant. What a fine piece. Hello? Let's show him something else. See what else we can find. The book made somewhere distant. An ancient times period hardbound book. You spoil me. I've not seen anything quite like that. I might be able to make you an offer. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Now then, what have you got here? A stained scrap of sailcloth. And there's an embroidery. That doesn't seem like a fair trade, to be honest. This is frayed away. Something and dream. At? Another long one, but I think it must say dream. Oh, that's weird. What on earth is this? This looks like an ear. Okay. It's related to dream, because look at that. So this should be stars. Wait, was the other one stars? No, but we haven't translated it yet, so... Something at stars and dream. Look at stars and dream. That's like the only thing that makes sense. Drown at? Doesn't make sense. Believe at stars and dreams? Look. So this is dream. We just need to figure out what this part means dream, so this means sleep. What does this mean? Is this like a verb? Ah, maybe this means verbs. I've never thought about this, and this means nouns. That's an interesting idea. So look at stars and dreams. I don't think this is a worthy trade, to be honest, but it was a useful sentence. I think this comes from the same place as the tablet and the piece of prow I found here earlier. There must have been frequent travels between the two sites, which should help us work out where to look for the dig site near Albereth. Oh, I forgot we're looking for the dig site. No, we're not going to trade that. I don't think this one's worth it. Oh, we can find Renba's dig site in Eagle Pass. We don't even need to talk to a market person then. Fantastic. We've done enough investigating. Another time? What about right now? You definitely don't stop me, so... A cracked amulet. I don't remember this one. Excuse my stomach. Wonderful. What a beautiful piece of work. These things he's very interested in. What have you given us this time then, Tappy? A devotional icon card from Crystal. Ah. This seems like a good thing to trade for. No inscription though on his head. Scrap a sailcloth and the tablet. We've got a lot of information on the dig site near Albereth now. That's good, that's good. We should make the site easier to find. I tend to collect these god-based ones because I think they'll be useful. They've got much more context surrounding them as opposed to the cracked amulet does. What you give me will keep me in business for a week. Wow. Anything more? Let me look another time when my eyes have recovered. Have your eyes recovered? Nope. See ya. See you later, Tappy. Take care of yourself out there. Hello, Six again. We have a few new artifacts to consider. Also, we have located one new location of interest, Renba's dig site. Are you ready to go now, mistress? Do it. We're gonna go straight to the dig site. Now that we don't need to, trade with the market women to get more information. We can just go there ourselves. Detectives, you know. We've done what we can. Alright, let's navigate there then. I want to talk to the buried god more, to be honest, but I'm not sure if we'll... I don't think Six will allow us back down that place in case we die again. I was thinking about the ancient mine, Six. The whole site was designed to be run by robots. I was wondering if there was a period before the Holy Ioxian Empire when robots were commonplace? When they ran things, even. Sounds pitiless. Pitiless. People at the mercy of the whims of an ethical core. Statistically, it is very sensible. A large number of robots could comfortably control, maintain, and organize a society, leaving humans free of that burden, although I admit there would likely be problems in individual cases. Let's take to the river then. It sounds like perhaps our inevitable future. Humans need not apply. That's a good CGP Grey video. Watch it if you haven't already. And we'll go to the dig site. What's this thing? Unknown ancient site in this huge area, somewhere distant. What? Let's plot a course for the Renba's dig site. And because that's where we want to head right now. And it has most interest to us. Because this is, I mean, this is what Mayari wanted us to do, right? Sat out and find what Renba was looking for. Either of the branches? Let's go right then. It seems a bit faster. And here we can go either way again. I guess we'll go right.
They say on Albereth, if you sail too far, you'll meet yourself coming back. But I've sailed plenty far, and I still don't know who I'm supposed to be.
That's deep. The Robot Empire 6. If we assume for a moment that there was one, it didn't survive. But why? What happened? Was there like a robot apocalypse? An empress took over. Where are we going? Oh, we're just going into the dig site area now. So wait, hold on. We need to go forward then left. Okay. Steel Empire ended and the Ioxian Empire began. Should be around here. Why are we going right? Why is there an arrow pointing right? I don't know. I should have followed my instinct. Instead of the arrows. Big mistakes. Do you think I could do a hard left turn here? Can you see it? I think we're exiting the dig site now. Ah, what a nuisance. Why did that arrow point us in that direction? We are leaving the vicinity of Renba's dig site, mistress. How do we get back? We have to loop. Oh, what a big loop around. That arrow messed me up, you know. It tricked me. I thought I was doing it right by following the sat-nav, but there you go. So what happened to the robots after the collapse of the Steel Empire? They were buried under the plaza in the Withering Palace. That's spooky. A few but robots must have been kept around by the emperors. In places like the site of the Withering Palace where they couldn't do any harm. Ooh. Eagles pass again. What is this? A wreck. I would guess it dates from the earliest days of a nebula, mistress. We should only take a few moments, mistress. A curious brass incense burner. It doesn't have an inscribed message on the glass. Comes from the same site as the shell necklace. Oh, we had to do another loop-de-loop now. The one we found on the hideout moon. It should help us work out where to look for its location. I could take an incense burner to Tappy. Might something from the same site to help me locate it. If you believe that to be wise, mistress, he will, after all, extract a price. Go on, Six, you can do this. Where are we? Okay, we didn't go very far, but sure. Hey, there's the ruins we saw from earlier. Now we're going the correct way this time. Looks like we're going to go through some rapids. Rapids are always nice. It's a faster way to get around places. We almost crashed there. I'm not going to lie, that rock was very close to our head. It's like a roller coaster. You know, you think you're about to hit it and then it suddenly sweeps out away from under you. I almost missed this turn here. Okay, back into it. This time we're not going to go right, we're going to go left. We're going to trust our instincts and trust the map rather than our weird navigation system. I don't know why it told us to go right. It didn't tell us to go right this time, did it? Oh, is it this one? Oh, it's not this one, is it? Yeah, see, it tells us to go right. Why? That's just the wrong way. We're going into still waters over here, though. Should be somewhere forward and to the right. Apparently there's like a ruins. Or there's some site to search. The sparkles appear to be settled by our passing, mistress. I don't see this thing the map is talking about. Oh, it's a little bit ahead, that's why. We are sweeping them away as we sail. What happened? There's something up ahead. Are we here? There's space enough to land. Sure. I didn't see anything, to be honest, but here we are. Renba's dig site. What was Renba looking for out here? That's a big mystery, isn't it? We'll press on and find out ourselves.
We trudged across the surface of a tiny moon. Nothing but dust and towering stone.
I don't know, that looked like a building back there. It is quite remarkable, mistress. This place is actually worse than Elbereth. But why did Renba dig here? There can't be anything to find. No one's ever lived here. There is no organic matter in the soil, mistress. I would suggest this moon has always been as you see it now. Just mountains of sand. We won't find any buildings here. I think we can see buildings. They'd be buried. There's no chance anyone has ever lived on this rock. No, mistress. And what's this? So can we leave too? No, of course not. Is it dangerous here? Not especially, no, mistress. So long as we are alone. A contraption. Equipment. I knew there would be something here. But what is it, mistress? Some kind of winch? That's what I would have guessed. But for winching what? There are tracks running from it. Maybe to pull a minecart up the tracks or something? Made for a cart, I suppose. Someone was building something? Here on this moon, out in the middle of nowhere. Not for robots. Now what's that? Is that a tent? I should think so, mistress. A reply. What now, Renba? Every moon is a new surprise. Yeah, I was gonna say you save us for every moon, but no one's here. But then we always find something. There's something etched here, but it's not an ancient site, mistress. Elberefians carve ancient symbols for luck. I don't think they know what they mean. A primitive people. Hey, don't be judgy. This one is several words. Strong. Strong as mountain. I believe I remember the word strong, mistress. Strong as rock? Seems reasonable to me. Strong as rock? A request for strength. Added by builders to keep buildings safe. Writing must seem like magic to those who can't read. It's a powerful frame. Renba must have been doing some heavy lifting. If Elbereth patois is spoken ancient, and when control words for robots sounds like patois, I suppose the control words aren't ancient. Or this way, all this is very strange behaviour for robots, mistress. By the goddess and her imposters.
Carts, ropes, and platforms.
It's very windy here, isn't it? Oh, it's actually huge. What on earth? I thought it was tiny.
Renba must have had an army working here.
What was he doing?
And yet he had left it all behind. Just like that.
This must be Renba's work. He hired labourers from the markets on Elbereth, shipped them here, and had them doing whatever he was doing. A most likely analysis, mistress. So all this was built before Renba went to Maersi. Renba must have found something here. Something that led him into the cyclones. For a robe on a brooch, perhaps? Well, there's the cart. For transporting rubble. Do you think this one's got something on it? This one's pretty big. This is heavy equipment. Where did Renba get all this from? What is this noise? Do you hear it? I believe it comes from a mine, mistress. Has seen a lot of use over a long period of time. Something etched into the metal. What does this say? For? Something? This one is a broken piece of an even longer phrase. Day is for work. Is that right? I don't know. I'm convinced my translation for day is correct now. Oh. Just a complete phrase. The day is for work. Done. Done and dusted. Easily done. So that word for day then, we think that's a... but I thought we thought that was a verb. No, we thought it was a noun. It was the double dashes was a verb, isn't it? So what does that dot and then a bigger circle mean? What was Renba doing out here? Building his own little kingdom? Has he got a garrison under there? If Renba was planning to invade Iox and bring about the fall that Mayari is so worried about, I'll eat my bag. I think that is unlikely. If he was, mistress, and he is dead, then the loop is a lie. Well, we can't go up there, I see. Around the tent, not yet. Well, okay. Let's go around the tent before we go in it, I suppose. Ooh, remark. Nearly missed some dialogue there. The buried god transported me across the nebula. Either that was divine power, or else it was a long-distance hopper. A buried god, mistress. No way in and way around here. found a god buried in the bottom of a mine. I do not know how to respond to that statement, mistress. Perhaps I should say, oh no you didn't. Excuse me. I did. It spoke to me in ancient glyphs. It saved me. It hobbled me to Elbereth. Anything of note back here? Not that I can see particularly. Oh, another mining cart. What does this one say? Symbols etched deep into the metal. Something about plants. This one is the end of a broken fragment of text. Rock and roll. I can add my translation for rock to a dictionary now. Okay, good. Rock and there's something to do with plants. Earth? If this is rock. Planty rocks. Earth. Makes sense to me. Does rock and earth work? I guess we'll go to the far corner. Let's see what we've got around here. So are robots capable of hope? That's a bit of a philosophical question. Certainly. We calculate odds, of course. But even the most unlikely outcomes must always eventually occur. Hope is mathematical certainty. I like that. Law of large numbers, you know. The mathematics does not care for whether you like it or not, mistress. Another carving. On the pole? What was the longer one? There's a few words in this one. We haven't seen some of these, I believe. I give up. I'm going to have to come back to this later. Equally, it might say cheese runs amok, mistress, since the carvers do not know what they were carving. True enough, true enough. Probably not, though. What do robots know, Six? When they're activated, I mean. Most things, mistress. They are unlike human children. They talk and move fluidly. Before we go into the entrance, why don't we have a look at these other small tents over here, and we'll save a big tent for the next episode. Seeing as it's 27 minutes. But they don't know history. They don't know who built them. No, mistress. At least I do not. What does he use trays for? Look inside. Little pieces. Pottery, metal shards. This seems like an archaeological site. Nothing significant. It was surprising to find out here all the same. Oh, but no one's lived here. Why is there an archaeological site here? Here's something. A telescope. It looks like it dates from some time before the Steel Empire. And there's some carved characters in the ancient script on the casing. This is the end of a longer line of text. Is that stars I see at the beginning? Stars? Wind? Great. Why not does great come in? And I'm certain my translation for stars is correct now. And wind must be correct too. Interesting, that is wind. Stars above and wind below. So these are prepositions? I'm not sure. But that makes sense. Stars above and wind below. I could still change my mind, but stars above and wind below. Most likely this comes from the same place as the oil burner, the one that we acquired on Elbereth. Having another artifact should help us to pin down its location. I probably should have taken a little bit of time to look at the actual other options for this one. Because these might not necessarily be opposites. Okay, the others don't make sense, so we're going to exit out of that. Mistress, when I see an artifact, I can position its origin point using minor radiation markers, but I am at a loss to understand how you do it. I just know stuff. You remember what my job is, don't you? You're an archaeologist, but having a term for what you do does not tell me how you do it. Must be annoying for you. Somewhat, yes. So will you enlighten me? It's lots of little things. The composition of a material, different minerals prevail in different parts of a nebula, but also the workmanship, carving techniques, brushstrokes. These things are like fingerprints if you know what you're looking at. But materials move around, surely. Of course they do. But only when people carry them. Tracing the movements of things is another way of tracing the movements of people. In the end, the things aren't really that important. This one isn't sealed. He must have been shipping these back to Iox. Mayari never mentioned anything about it, though perhaps that's where her brooch really came from. Let's open it up then. I can't get my fingers underneath it. Alright then. The robots know. Mistress. Something someone said to me. Perhaps they were thinking of the ethical core. Smaller tents? For storing equipment? What is all this? There must be a city under there. Robots know ethics, speech. But nothing that only they know? Perhaps robots knew more than they know now. Is there no entrance to these tents? Apparently not. Either way, I think we should be heading into the big tent now, but we'll be doing that next episode, as to not completely run over time by an absurd amount. So, if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Heaven's Vault, and I've been Dear Darling. I hope we can see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, let's go into the big tent. But bye-bye for now.